21st. It is Sunday. It is the last day of the major Writeathon. Today's spirit jersey is the Naboo, where's the logo? The Naboo picnic, Padme's picnic dress spirit jersey. It's too early for me to explain anything. There's a live stream starting in now. I'm gonna jump onto that. I'm gonna be jumping into a lot of live streams today because my goal is to write 10K today. And I'm gonna start with this live stream. I just talked for like 10 minutes and then realized I hadn't recorded anything. The first stream was done. It was on Bree's channel. And it went really, really well, but I have made an executive decision, and that is because as I am writing, I am pulling stuff that I've written earlier this month from that first round of writing, and I'm putting it into this current draft. And that means I am now making the executive decision that I will not be using the word counts that I already calculated and put into my NaNoWriMo page. I am only going to count the words that I'm doing with this current draft. So starting from, when did I start this? The 19th? From the 19th forward. Reason being, I don't want to count the same words twice if I'm going to be pulling words from that older draft into this brand new draft. So it's a little kind of to think about, just because, you know, I got over 20,000 words and I'm just not going to count most of them at this point. But I have pretty high hopes. This current chapter, I'm almost done with chapter 2, and I am at 2,683 words so far for chapter 2, which means that I've done just about 2,000 words so far this morning. Now, some of that is pulled from an earlier draft, but I've written most of it right now today. I would say maybe like a how many? I don't want to. Math is hard, and it's only 11:30 in the morning. I don't want to do math right now. That's what my Google spreadsheet formulas are for. Anyways, I am just hoping to get my word count back up. I may try and calculate and see how much is organically written today and how much was pulled from earlier drafts. I'll see if I decide to do that potentially. But I'm going pretty good, even though my words are not coming out of my mouth very well. I need more caffeine. I haven't had any caffeine so far today. I had too much yesterday and none today. That's not a good plan. Next stream should be starting pretty soon. It will be on Sara Lubratt's channel. Yes, it's on Sara Lubratt's channel. Should be starting in like 2 minutes. So maybe I'll have time to get coffee. I may actually, like, between the next streams, like, run to Dunkin' really fast or something. I have both a Dunkin' and a Starbucks really close to me, so it's dangerous. But caffeine's important. But I'm looking forward to the rest of today. I think it's going pretty well so far. So this is what my graph currently looks like. So that's what my previous stream looked like. For Bree's stream, I wrote 1,522 words. You can see here I am calculating my old draft stuff, the stuff that I'm pulling, and adding into the document. So 475 words were pulled from the old document and added. 686 is actually what I had in that chapter previously. That's just kind of like for my own barometer. I'm almost done with chapter 2, and then I'll move on to chapter 3, but I may go on a journey for coffee if I finish chapter 1, even if I'm still in the middle of a stream. There's about 2 minutes left on this stream, but I just finished chapter 2. I did 461 words that last sprint. There's technically still 2 minutes left, but I'm going to go treat myself to some Dunkin' since I think I've earned that since I finished chapter 2. Coffee has been procured. Oh, it looks like they're just finishing up a sprint. I literally just walked into my bedroom with my coffee, and they just finished a sprint, so I'll be able to jump right on into the next one. I only missed one. Amazing. So I've had food, I've gotten my coffee, they're about to start the next sprint, but I think I'm actually going to go back to my gremlin roots, because lately I've been writing like very nicely at my little corner desk with my computer set up and my big keyboard and whatnot, but I'm tired. It's a marathon writing day, so I'm actually going to lie down for a while with my little Chromebook and write that way. I'm probably not even gonna listen to my special curated playlist, and I'm gonna watch some more of The Great instead because the new season just dropped. I try to be as like put together as possible during live streams, but when it comes down to it, I really enjoy just writing wherever I can, and sometimes I really just want to be comfortable while I write and take my time, and yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm still feeling optimistic about today. I think I'm still gonna do well, but I also would like to be comfy. So I lied, I didn't actually move to my bed to write for that one, but for a very good reason, and that is because I started working on chapter 3, which is, I switched back to Mackie's point of view. The chapters alternate primarily between Mackie, my male main character, and Adelaide, who is my female main character, and I ended up being able to go back to the stuff that I've written earlier this month, stuff that I wrote on like days like 5, 6, and 7. Not 6, I don't think I wrote on 6, 5 and 7. And like some other, I was able to pull about 3,600 words from those earlier, that earlier stuff that I've written and put it into this new chapter. And now I'm just kind of reshaping it and making sure it flows. It actually, they were 2 separate scenes on 2 separate days and 2 separate chapters originally. But I was able to put them together into one chapter, and I'm just smoothing out the edges and making sure it's all exactly what I want, and it flows beautifully, and it leads really well from like a big like foundational scene into something that's more like a dynamic, pivotal, oh, this is gonna happen, like this is a big like plot moment. I'll give you a hint, there's a ghost. There's a ghost at the end of the chapter. I'm just really jazzed about it. Also, I'm caffeinated. Can you tell that I'm caffeinated now? Because that's what I needed, apparently. But yeah, I am super pleased about this, that it's going so smoothly. The live stream just ended, so I'm about to go through and like mark up my spreadsheet so that all my words and times and stuff are correct, or at least as correct as I can manage. What I'm probably going to do now, there's a 30-minute break between Sarah's stream ending and Holly's stream beginning. So I'm probably going to just kind of finish this up, take a second, and then be ready as soon as the next stream starts. This is what my spreadsheet looks right now. I can see all of my numbers from Sarah's stream. You can also see that last stream I only got 38 words, but that's because most of the words for that chapter I was able to pull from earlier writing. So let me go ahead and update this, and I'll explain what it means. So here we go. Sarah's stream is now in pink. I ended up writing for 70.17 minutes. There actually was another sprint in that stream, but that's when I went to go get coffee, which is very important. You can see here that I got 817 words for the entire stream. However, that number on the right, the 3,671, that's how many words were added to the document total. It just so happens that most of it came from the older drafts. So I am trying to differentiate between what I'm actually writing during live streams and what I'm able to pull, and kind of calculating that separately. But I am going to calculate at the end of this vlog, at the end of my writing day, just how many words were added to the project totals. Hopefully this all makes sense. I'm not a math person, but I do really like data. It's weird. It's just very satisfying. It's 6 o'clock and the next stream is done. So Holly's stream is done. It feels like today has gone by so fast and so slow at the same time. Like I keep thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just doing sprints and then taking a break. And then I realize like 2 hours have passed and I'm like, what year is it? I am now all the way up to chapter 4. I've completed chapter 4. And this is another chapter I was able to pull a lot from a previous draft that I, again, still written during NaNoWriMo, still written earlier on in the month. So I feel that that still counts. I'm sure my math is a mess at this point, but I do feel really confident that at the end of NaNoWriMo, when I calculate, I'm only going to be going off of what's currently in the draft. That's what I've decided. And I'm pretty confident at this point at reaching 50,000. I'm feeling pretty good. But let me show you how my numbers look. So here's what I have so far. We did all 25-minute sprints. I did participate in all of them. And you can see that I ended up pulling 2,468 words from an old draft. So the rest of it is new stuff, but I did a lot of like little tweaks. Like I'm not just like copying and pasting and calling it a day. I am going through whatever I am pulling from the old draft and editing it to make sure that everything flows nicely. And I'm really happy with chapter 4 because I was able, the scene setup was primarily the same, but I was able to draw in
2 extra characters that hadn't been there earlier, and it made it so much stronger, and then it gave Fitz and Adelaide something else to talk about later on. But let me update all my data, and I'll show you what it looks like. I made Holly's stream purple. It just, I don't know, it seemed right. So you can see that we ended up sprinting for 100 minutes. I ended up adding 762 brand new words. So this ended up being my lowest stream total so far. However, when you look at it, that's how many words I've accumulated for these 3 chapters just today. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to break 10,000 words added to this draft today, which is super exciting. Even if some of them aren't new words written today, they were written earlier this month for the same project. So I'm pretty pleased. The last sprint of the night is going to be on Sara Sutton's channel, so I have about 2 hours to let my brain relax a little bit. I'm gonna try to stretch out my back because I've been sitting like in weird positions all day. It has been helping. I've been going to my bed and lying down to write and then sitting at my computer for the breaks and chatting, because that's been really nice. I'm just like literally the most awkward person ever. So if you see me in the chat and I'm like awkwardly sharing something, I'm like, I don't know how to talk to people. I'm doing my best. But I'm probably gonna grab my dinner. I have a salad in the fridge, and I also, when I got coffee at Dunkin' today, I got a sweet tea that I was gonna save for later. Now seems like a good time for that sweet tea. So I don't even know if I'm hungry. Like, honestly, I don't even know what my emotions are doing. My brain is just so tangled up in knots, but it's been helping that Brenna has been able to write too. So we've been sharing our chapters back and forth. She's on chapter 5. I just finished chapter 4. So we're almost caught up to each other, which is pretty cool. I'm really curious to see what my final word count of words added is going to end up at the end of this draft. I'm really excited because I feel like it's gonna be more than 10,000. I feel like I'm gonna break the 10,000 mark. So cool, super cool. I'm gonna go get my tea. My tea is gone. Also, is it just me, or between the glasses and the ponytail, I look like Jeanette from the Chipettes? Because I feel like this is the vibe I'm putting into the universe right now. It's 8 o'clock. The last stream for Writeathon is about to start on Sara Sutton's channel, so I'm gonna sign in for that. It's been a day, man. Like, it's just been going fast and slow at the same time. Like, I don't know what year it is, honestly, but I do know that I am working on chapter 5 now, which is huge. So that's pretty exciting. That I'm getting this far after restarting. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in, and I'm gonna write some more. So here are all my stats. That is the end of the Writeathon weekend. I actually wrote for every stream today. I only skipped 1 sprint because of my Dunkin' run. But oh my God, I'm so happy. I did really, really well. You can see these columns here are all the words I was able to salvage from that previous draft. It's still not probably 100% accurate, but this is mostly for my own edification to know exactly how much I was able to save, which that's pretty exciting. And the pacing, oh my God, the pacing is so much better in the new draft. But words-wise, you can see here I did 1,522 in the first stream, 817 in the next, 762 in Holly's, and then 1,976 in Sara Sutton's. And then here, I actually finished chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my God, that's so much. So these words here are all fresh words. These are all words that I was able to pull. So let me calculate really quick. So you can see here, I was able to write 5,077 words. So not exactly a 5K day or 10K day with fresh words, but that's a 5K day with brand new words. Now, if you include all the words that I pulled from the total drafts, I'm gonna calculate this column right here and see how many words total I added to my manuscript. And here it is, 13,865. Holy crap, that's so many. These are all words I added today. And see here, so I'm going to update all my information into this graph and show you what my total is for the entire draft right now. So I've now plugged in all the numbers from the Writeathon page into the main spreadsheet page. So I'm going to calculate exactly what I got. I am so tired. You hear my words like starting to slur. It's like after 11 right now. It's usually my bedtime because I'm 84 years old. Anyway, here we go. My total words for the day. There it is, 13,865. And now I'm going to add it up to my total words. So, drum roll please, this is how many words I have in the manuscript total for this new draft. There was a problem. Oh, because the formula didn't pop up. It's fine. It's fine. This is why I am a theater major and I did not go into accounting. My spreadsheets are only for fun. Okay, take two. Here it is. Trying again. And there it is. Oh my God, my total word count for this brand new draft is 18,089 words. So that is going to be it for my Writeathon weekend. Rather, my Writeathon day. Oh my gosh, I've been writing literally since 8 a.m. this morning and just taking breaks on and off here and there. And I'm really, really happy. Starting over from scratch this late in the month is honestly a little scary. Like I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Moral of the story, sometimes you need to push through a project, sometimes you do need to start over, and sometimes taking that leap of faith and starting over is going to work out for the best. But I'm gonna call it a day because the day is almost over. I'm super tired, but I'm really happy. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you had a good time. If you did, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment, or all of the above. Please stick around if you want to see if I do finish NaNoWriMo and what I do with this book after NaNoWriMo, because I am going to stick around on Authortube after this. I'm going to come up with a cool sign-off later, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.